In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to use the Load PDF Files from Folder plugin for the Butter text analysis software. What this plugin will do is let us read in text from PDF files and then pass that text off to other plugins to do different text analysis procedures. For this example, I've got a folder full of PDF files. Most of these are academic papers. Now for the Read PDF from Folder plugin for Butter, it's extremely important that you have machine-readable text inside of your PDF files. I won't go into too much detail, but a PDF file is technically more of a presentation format than it is a document format. What this means is that a PDF file can be thought of as a container that has a lot of different objects in it. It can have text data, but can also have pictures, tables, and a lot of other formatting information that isn't necessarily text. You can usually tell if your PDF file has machine-readable text in it if you can highlight it, if you can copy it, if you can paste it into another document. This means that it actually has text data inside. So it's not scanned images of text or handwriting, but actual text data. This is very important. To use this plugin, we notice there's a top-level plugin. This means it needs to be situated at the top of an analysis pipeline plugin chain. So what we'll do is select the plugin, add it to our pipeline, and then go to the plugin settings. Inside of the settings, you can see there's really only two things to do. The first thing is to choose the folder that contains the PDF files that we want to analyze. And then we can also determine whether we want to include subfolders as well. So if this folder with our PDFs had several subfolders in it, and these subfolders contain additional PDF files, by checking the Include Subfolders option, this means that all of the PDF files in the subfolders will also be collected and analyzed. Now for this example, just very quickly, we'll go through and we'll calculate lexical richness scores for the texts in the PDF files. So in order to do that, we have to load in the PDF files, then we have to tokenize the PDF files, or the text in the PDF files. We'll calculate lexical richness scores, and then we'll save the output file as a CSV. So we'll go ahead and run this real quick. And let's take a look at the results. So in these results we can see the text ID is the file name, and for each file we've pulled out the text and we have calculated things like type token ratio, moving average type token ratio, and so on. You can see that some of these papers, the word count or the number of tokens appears to be 0. What this probably means is that these files contain no machine-readable text. They're probably scans of physical copies that have not been processed in a way that allows us to access the text data inside. Now another thing that you can do with this plugin is you can read in the text and then save it out into another format. I'll show you what that looks like real quick. So if we remove these sub-plugins from the pipeline, we still have the Load PDF Files from Folder plugin. The settings are still the same. Then we'll go ahead and save the text that we extract from these PDFs into separate text files. I'll go ahead and make a new folder here named txt, and we'll use that to save our output. And I'll run this very quickly. and we'll go to this new folder that we made. And you can see when we open these files up that the text has been removed from the PDF files and placed in here. Now, one thing that you'll notice when working with PDF files is that the text sometimes get mashed together like this, so you get run-on words, or you'll get words that don't seem to be correctly separated. Sometimes things can get jumbled up a bit, especially if you have PDF files like academic papers, where you have multiple columns and different types of formats like this. Remember, a PDF file is really more of a presentation format than a document format, so we're doing the best that we can to extract the data itself from the PDF, but you shouldn't be surprised if the text data extracted from a PDF isn't necessarily as clean or error-free as you normally would expect. And that's it. That's how we use the Load PDF Files from Folder plugin.